Yo, what's up, family? What's up, friends? OG Larry from GTradestv here with a market update, some information and news you might be able to use. While this is not financial advice, this might be some information that might be able to help you change your life. Now, let's talk about the SPY and the QQQs, the indexes, because they were up and down today. We opened up with the SPY at around 678. We opened up the SPY down here around 678, and ultimately ended up pushing up today to 688 and pulled back closing day at 685. So the SPY ended up gaining some strength late in the day after it was revealed that Trump was reaching some kind of a deal with Greenland and to get off the little bully mode, I think. But there's some kind of a framework is a deal is in the making. So that kind of helped the market pump back up. And as usual, the forces that stay strong against Trump usually gets him to back down, because just like any other bully move, if somebody stands up to the bully, they usually back down because they kind of gutless at heart anyway. So not really into the politics of it all, but as it moves the market and as it pertains to the market, you got to always watch out for what's being said and what's being done politically and in macroeconomics, because it can change the outlook of the market. So once we got that, now that that's out of the way, the Greenland situation is pretty much out of the way, which I don't think it was going to ever be a situation where he runs in and takes it like he did, like take over like he called himself doing Venezuela. But the uncertainty and knowing he's liable to do anything pretty much had the market in a downtrend or consolidating until we got a little clarity on that deal. So, like I said, the SPY bounced back up, so we can get continuation. We're at a pretty good point to try to get continuation, but we need to get over this 689 to to get back. We actually made 688. So if we can get back over 689.61 right here, we can get moved back up towards 693, 695, and ultimately 699, going towards all-time highs. You always have to remember that everything that I say or everything that I give you right here is just speculation. You always got to do your own homework, because anything's liable to happen in the market. It could be going up. It could be going up, up, up 1 minute right here, and as next thing you know, we're coming all the way back down. Two bullish engulfing candles and one bearish engulfing candle right back down. So you always got to be aware of the price action. And if you're a trader, price action, in my opinion, is the way to go. I mean, you can use support and resistance, supply and demand all you want to, but price action is what's going to get you there. Let's look at the QQQs. QQQ went all the way, opened up at 609 and went down like to 606. Where to get down to 608 area, 608.49 right there, and ended up pushing all the way back up to the high today was 620. And ended up closing at 616.28 after market we're at 617. So if we get momentum tomorrow, which could be a good thing after this red, you might be able to look for more upside tomorrow. But have in mind, we ended the day with a pretty decent candle. So if this is an indication of upside tomorrow for QQQ, and the market could follow suit. And another thing that I want to put on your radar that you might be familiar with is that the SEC, which is the alphabet boys of the Security Exchange Commission, has given permission for zero DTEs in certain stocks. It used to be where you could only have zero DTEs in the indexes, but now they're going to add them to certain Magnificent Seven stocks. The securities that are going to be able to be traded as zero DTEs. Now, remember, you could just do these on weeklies. Now you're going to be able to do a zero DTE. So you're going to have Google, Amazon, Apple, Meta, Microsoft, and Nvidia, and Tesla. All these used to buy weeklies on, and now on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, you're going to be able to do zero DTEs on these contracts. And while the SEC says it gives traders more flexibility, I think it gives the market makers more of an opportunity to manipulate the markets and put people in positions to lose money. So you got to, as always, you have to be very careful trading zero DTEs. And in any investment carries risk, but zero DTEs carry even a greater risk. So they're going to add this to trading for the Mag 7 stock. So just be careful if you decide to trade these zero DTEs. It's one of my things to trade. If you got a good setup, if you follow price action real good, you can make a lot of money, but you could also lose a lot of money. The theta decay is high on zero DTEs. If you don't know what theta is, you need to learn your Greeks, because that kind of gives you indication of how fast is your option can lose value, or how much value it can gain if you're looking at the delta, or if you're looking at the gamma or whatever. So understand, learn, and know your Greeks before fooling with them zero DTEs that are getting ready to be an option trading on the exchanges. So one other thing, I want to mention to you. Okay, hello. Trump talked about nuclear energy in his meeting, and talked about rare earth metals. So it's something that I would put on your radar. Okay, hello, which is a nuclear stock, one of the big dogs of the small companies when it comes to nuclear stocks. I remember OKLO when it was in the 20s and teens, and had an opportunity to trade it a few times, but now it's way up to the 90s and 100s. So it's an opportunity to look at this back up to the upside, considering that nuclear energy is going to come into play when all the dust is settled. Not only nuclear energy, databases, data centers, semiconductors, and all the areas of the market that gain momentum depending on what the news is. So keep that on your radar. Another one that you can keep on your radar is Micron, which is one of the stronger tech stocks. I put this on your radar a few days ago when it was down to like 320s and 315. I remember doing videos on this, and now it's way up to 389. So even put in my chat, I put an alert out Monday or Tuesday, you being a stock to watch, and this did its thing. So good, congratulations if you made money on MU. So that's what I got for you. Just a market update, couple of hot stocks. Market's getting a little bit of momentum. SPY's gaining a little bit of momentum. Oklo's gaining a little momentum. It's up after hours to almost 92. So MU's up after hours to 360, 394. So it's got a lot of strength in the market going into tomorrow. So be prepared, not surprised. And remember, nothing here is guaranteed. It's all speculative. Everything anybody tells you about any stock on YouTube is speculation, and can't nobody guarantee you. But if you understand the charts and you understand price action, and you zoom out sometimes, which during the day when I'm trading, I like to trade off the hourly now because it gives you a little bit more perspective. And then I'll come back into the 5 minute maybe just to see what it's doing for potential day trade. But if I'm swing trading, I'm looking at the hourly to the 4 hour so that I can get a little bit of clarity as to make my move to the outside. That's just a little nugget for you. So that being said, if you find value in this video, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Help me get my subs up. Help me get this to 1,000 likes, and it'll help keep this thing going. I'm always gonna come with good information, whether it be the stock market temperature as far as for navigational purposes, or with some ways to make some money if you're here to make money. So I got something for everybody. With that being said.